start Raw after In Your House, and it starts with Val Venus, Roddy Piper, Triple H, and Stone Cold all exchanging words. Val Venus is about to face Roddy Piper. Triple H faces Ahmed Johnson, and Stone Cold faces Yokozuna in the main event. This advances the Roddy Piper Triple H storyline and the King of the Ring storyline. We then go to Ken Shamrock beating Tatanka and submission with the ankle lock. I decided to bring Ken Shamrock in sooner, and he should have been. He should have, he debuted around WrestleMania 13, and he was the referee in that famous Bret Hart vs Stone Cold match. And Ken Shamrock beats Tatanka here. He was very underutilized, very underappreciated as the Attitude Era. He was really over in late 1997, early 98. Like his match for Shawn Michaels right after Montreal Screwjob in late 97, the fans were going insane for him. Yes, that was because Shawn had a lot of heat, but not only because, but it was because of Ken Shamrock too. Then he turned heel and joined the corporation. He was so hated. All of them would be in the ring, the whole entire corporation. I almost said authority, but the whole entire corporation would chant, would be in the ring, and the crowd would chant "Shamrock sucks" over Vince McMahon sucks, Shane sucks, and so forth. We then go to Marc Mero impersonating Goldust, and I thought this would be a good way to show Marc Mero being fun and making a joke, because I mean Goldust at the time was very creepy and out of line, so having someone make fun of him wouldn't be out of the ordinary. And WWE really is pushing Marc Mero hard at the time, so it doesn't hurt for them to try to make light of his character. After that, we go into Jim Cornette showing his three clients: British Bulldog, Owen Hart, and Vader, and their Camp Cornette figured it'd be a way to remind you guys, the fans, that they're a thing. And going forward, I'm not sure if they're going to be a stable or just Jim Cornette manages each of them. I mean, British Bulldog and Owen Hart tag from time to time. We then go to Roddy Piper versus Val Venus. A program between these two and Roddy's prime, Val Venus's prime would have been interesting, because Val would do all the sexual innuendos and Roddy would just sit there and just cut up on him, make fun of him. Roddy Piper advances in King of the Ring. We then go to Hunter Hearst Helmsley, I'm just going to call him Triple H, attacks Roddy Piper after the match, as he still feels Roddy Piper shouldn't be in the WWE after he beat him last night. Go from there to Shawn Michaels calling out British Bulldog, and they end up brawling. And then the main event was Yokozuna versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. I made this the main event because as I made this an hour show instead of an hour and a half, to not overbook it, to make it go faster for me. The crowd isn't, or the roster isn't as deep, but it's getting to my liking where I can start having some fun. I'm having fun with it now, but not too much. So the show rating, I think this is one of the lowest ones, but that's fine. Like I said, it's gonna stay low and low, and it's gonna build up, because Stone Cold got to get over, Triple H is gonna get more over, British Bulldog, Owen Hart, and Vader all gonna get more over. Goldust is gonna get more over. Val Venus is gonna get more over. All these characters, Ken Shamrock's gonna get more over. These characters will be pushed forward more and more. And let's see how I compared to WCW. WCW had a really good show. It was Randy Savage versus DDP in the main event, which that feud in 1997 was awesome. Really put DDP on the map. Luger and Sting defeated the Blue Bloods, Dave Taylor and Steve Regal, to retain the WCW titles. Luger, Ric Flair, and Sting all had a brawl, which is cool because those guys are three very over guys at the time. But the question is, what would they be 5 years from now? And that's what WCW did wrong. They weren't looking towards the future. We then get another segment between Hogan and Randy Savage, what seems like they're going to be building towards at a pay-per-view or something. The Giant defeated Jerry Lynn, aka Mr. JL. I think that's pretty funny. They once again have the higher show rating, but I probably have the higher attendance. If that matters, stuff like that to you guys. But that's episode after In Your House. Let me know what you think. Love to hear it, even if this is 3 years from now, I'd love to hear what you have to say.